When Mirror talks, they listen. Where do I begin? Well, here it goes. When Mirror Talks podcast started last year, I had so many ideas and things I needed to jot down and execute. And so much has happened since I started the podcast that caused a delay in the things that I wanted to put out there to the world. Mirror's interview is a video podcast release that I have not released yet, but I will release it next month. It's long overdue, actually, but it takes time to perfect what you know in your heart is your natural craft. As a creative, it's more than just putting something out for people to listen to even watch. You want to make sure that it's something that you're putting your all into and not something that you're putting in half-assed. And I don't like to do anything half-assed. I'd just rather not release it if I'm not ready to, for good reason. So I hope that if you're still listening to me, I hope that you're, paying attention to the things that I'm putting out. I hope that you're taking the time out to listen to the things that I'm also putting out. It's not something that I do just to say, oh, I did it. It's definitely not the purpose of the podcast. Been learning so much about myself, more so lately than anything. And more so recently, just experiencing the things that we all go through in life naturally. Transitional changes with careers. Dropping, just people that I don't need in my life anymore. Making room for new people, better people. Focusing on myself. Focusing on the things that matter to me the most, the people that matter to me the most. I'm very, very closed off. Actually, I may come off social, but I'm very antisocial. Well, you know what? I'll take that back. I'm not antisocial. I'm selectively social. And I hope that when people listen to the things that I say, that they listen word for word and understand that just like yourselves, I'm a normal person, down to earth. I'm humble. Well, what it means to be humble. Being humble seems to be overrated, right? That's how you get overlooked. That's how you get underpaid. That's how you are, underappreciated. But I don't look at it like that. Me remaining 10 toes down and remaining myself in a world full of people that are just walking around as copies of other people. I don't want to be a copy of a person. I mean, we all have idols, right? We all have people we look up to. But honestly, I look up to me. I get up every day and I think the man above, the higher power above, that I am alive with both my eyes, with all of my limbs, in good health. I have a roof over my head. I'm very blessed. I'm fortunate. I have people that love me, and they have me to love them. Why is it that we're in society today, everybody's so quick to just walk away from a person that they say they love because it's a difficult time that they're going through? I gotta stop the music for this one. What do I mean by that? On social media, we see a lot of quotes about how love is this, love is that. What's not love? What you should do in situations like this. What you should do. Did it ever occur to people that a lot of the things that we see online, they're just bitter quotes nowadays? It's a lot of bitterness behind these posts being made by bitter people. What is the key to happiness? Well, it starts with you, right? If you're not happy with yourself, how could you be happy with anybody else? How could you be happy with anybody around you if you're not happy? I can honestly say, putting myself out there, putting my heart out there countless times, yes, I have gotten it broken many times each time. But the true challenge is staying down for what you believe in. Some people could say, oh, it's stupid to stay around and be down for a person that continuously disappoints you. To each his own. Me, if you show me you down for me, I'm down for you. Whatever that means. Whatever we go through, we go through. Whatever we go through, we grow through. I should say that. My life changed tremendously since this year has started. I thought it went through some hoops and backflips last year and the year before that and the years before that. But my life has changed tremendously for 2022. I had a man come into my life that I didn't think would have a real impact on me. Out of any relationship I've ever had, out of any man I've ever met. In the 32 years of my life, I'm proud to say that I met my match. I met a person that has been through similar traumas that I've been through. And people say that you have to stay away from people that have similar traumatic experiences as you. Because we all know that toxic is toxic, right? Trauma is only trauma. It's only going to gravitate to friction and make you guys most likely be at odds because you're two people that are just severely hurt. But in my opinion, from what I've seen thus far, even though this man has came into my life, I noticed that he's been through some things. He's been through a lot of pain and heartbreak, and so have I. But the difference in this situation is that this man doesn't disrespect me. This man doesn't go out his way to purposely disrespect me. This man doesn't go out his way to try to use me or to try to use me for an image. A man that tries to use me to solve all his problems. No, this man actually brings me peace. And sometimes we'll go at it, we'll have our ups and downs and whatever the case is. And I'm not here to talk about my relationship with this man. I'm mentioning this because the things we see online, these posts that are made by bitter women, I say bitter women, and quote unquote woke men that create posts about what love is supposed to be. Love to me is an action. It's an action because you can't say you love someone and then the minute they do something that you do not like, you're ready to leave them. You're ready to put your foot down and turn the other direction. That's not love. Love is not when you see your significant other going through difficult times, going through a tough time in their life, and you kick them down further than they already are down. More women and men will have successful relationships if they know their worth and if they realize the type of person that they have in front of them. Now, I'm no guru when it comes down to love. Definitely not. Definitely not. But I've made more mistakes than the word mistake itself is implanted in a damn dictionary, okay? But I feel alive again. You wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, you get ready to get up, you go to the bathroom to take a shower, brush your teeth, whatever. You get ready to start your day. That is what this person means to me. This person is an add-on to me. This person gives me the strength to want more for myself and vice versa. And when you meet the one, you don't necessarily have to be looking for them. You just know from the moment you are with them, from the moment that you gravitate yourself to them. Like, you just know these things when you're like around this person and you're like, yo, this person means what it means to me, what water means to me. Like, this is the person that I need. And for a long time, I used to tell myself, I don't need nobody. I don't need this. I don't need that. No, you do need somebody. You need somebody other than yourself. As long as you got you, that's all that matters. But the add-on is you having a person that you can call your person. This person is not going to do right 100% all the time, but this person is going to be like the person that's going to right your wrongs for you. A person that's not going to tell you what you want to hear all the time, but this person is going to hear you out. This person is going to support you. This person is going to let you know when you're wrong. They're going to let you know when you're right. And that's rare these days. Everything online we see is superficial. Do not get caught up in the hype. Do not get caught up in what we see on social media. These happy couples that we see online, they're not really happy, okay? These guys that post, oh, the love of my life, they're cheating. But that's not always the case, but that's usually the case. When you know it's real, honestly, I hate to say it like that, is when you don't see it on social media. Because what we see online is so superficial. What is real nowadays, right? Well, ask yourself that. Ask yourself what is real to you. And that's the answer to everything. That's the answer to everything that you want to, like, you can ask yourself, when am I going to find a person that's going to love me the way I love me? Well, you're never going to find somebody that's going to love you the way you love you. Only you can love yourself the way you need to. That other person is just to add on. They're supposed to enhance the love that you have for yourself. It's not supposed to be, oh, this person doesn't love me, so I don't love me. No. You're supposed to love you wholeheartedly first. And whoever comes along is just to add on to it. In the 32 years of my life, I can say, yeah, I am in love. Whatever that means, right? Love is what you make it to be. But you're not going to have happy times all the time. That's not love. Love is not supposed to hurt you, but in some cases it does. But you got to realize that we as people, we're all walking around broken. But you got to know when it's time for you to take time away to start working on yourself. When are you going to heal yourself? I've already started that process. I'm already a healed human. When somebody says that they're scarred, it's because they really didn't heal themselves. They just left the trauma there to just marinate within themselves. That's a scarred person. And I've been taking time to really focus on myself, focus on the things that I want to do for myself in life, as well as my person. We have to build each other up, not tear each other down. Because people nowadays like to tear each other down. You see things on social media. You see them going at it. You see all types of, like, some people just need their accounts taken from them. Like, some of the things I see, some of the shit I see is just ridiculous. Like, y'all airing each other out and then y'all hugged up in love, like, the next day. Like, what type of shit is that, right? Out of respect for my relationship, I don't decide to just entertain men when my person got me upset. Like, if my person did something to piss me off, I'm not going to go entertain other men for just conversation, because that's selfish. That's self-gratification I'm looking for through another man? Nah, it's okay. If my man gets me upset, I deal with it. I deal with it by distracting myself, by doing other things that are conducive to what I need to do for me. Things that I got going on positively. I don't look for other men to help distract my mind off of what my significant other has done to me that I didn't like. See, that's why a lot of people get that fucked up. You look for people to entertain while your situation at home with your significant other is all fucked up and shambles. That's what you're not supposed to do. And social media is the biggest tool tactic for that. People will conversate and have conversations, and that's how it starts with other people when they're at odds with their significant other. If you feel like you're more inclined to entertain a conversation with somebody that you shouldn't be having a conversation with, you don't need to be in a relationship. It's food for thought. This was random. Has nothing to do with my project that I'm releasing next month. But for what it's worth, I said, you know what? It's been a minute. Let me drop some gems. Let me drop some jewels. Because like you all, I'm human too. I go through things just like everyone else does. I'm not exempt from life itself. But I overcome and I make sure I rise above what's meant to drown me. And I'm always going to prevail. And that's how I succeed and sail through my life. For every new level, there is a new devil. When Mir talks. Mir's interview drops next month.